In this book, there is always an image of an elephant accompanying us. The characteristics of an elephant are big ears and an inconspicuous mouth. So if you want to be a good communicator, you must be good at listening and reduce the abruptness of language. What impressed me about the author of this book is that he told us at the beginning that you have to remember two things about communication. The first thing is that human life is limited. A harsh word you say to your friends, relatives, and colleagues may be the last words between you, so this sentence carries a lot of weight. The second thing is that you have to know that words are controllable. Taking a deep breath and controlling ourselves are things we can do, but in our daily life we often say, "I don't know why I get angry. Anyway, I get angry for no reason, and I can't control myself." Then you have to know that you can choose your words and deeds. So why are people afraid of communication? This is the core point of view that the first section is going to solve. Communication failure is often not because of personality, but because of ideas. We often say that person's personality is like this, or my personality is like this. When you say it is personality, it means that this matter cannot be handled and cannot be changed. But in fact, no matter what your personality is, you can try to change the way you speak by adjusting your thoughts, especially changing your automatic thoughts. In our lives, we have many thoughts that are automatically generated. They are not what you think when you are calm, rational, and in a good mood, but are the main manifestation of automatic thinking that has been accorded to us for many years. For example, when we see a clip on the internet, we can judge that this is a bad person, and we may even say that this person should be sentenced to death. Wow, a short 30-second video can make such a decision, an automatic judgment. The second accusation is that we encounter pressure and bad things. Our first reaction is who is responsible for it, and we have to find someone to blame. The third one is, when we communicate with others, we often accidentally enter into a state of coercion or threat, especially when talking between couples or talking to children at home. We often have the habit of coercion or threat. The fourth is comparison. Look at the children next door. Look at how other families do it. Look at how other companies do it, and compare. The fifth is to take it for granted. This is what you should do. You deserve it. You should be like this. The last one is self-rationalization. I am doing this for your own good. I am doing this for you. I have a reason to do this. You should understand. These are the most common automatic thoughts in our lives. What is behind these automatic thoughts? They affect our emotions, which in turn determine our behavior. We need to learn to understand our emotions rather than act on them. But what is the actual situation? In reality, we observe that most people in life are controlled by their emotions every day. We act according to our emotions, act impulsively according to our emotions, hurt others, hurt ourselves, and say things that we regret. But we rarely take the time to understand our emotions. Then we need to learn to listen and protect ourselves. What is empathic listening? Empathic listening is the process of completely standing in the other person's perspective to understand the other person's feelings. It requires full focus on the other person's heart, so listening can solve the problem. Well, the above part is all theoretical preparation about mentality and understanding communication. Then, let's practice 3 communication dilemmas in life. The first dilemma is request. When we make a request to others, we are embarrassed to say, please. So, if we are not careful, 2 situations will occur. In the first situation, we are ambiguous, and our request is ambiguous, so the other party may not understand. And in the end, they don't do what you said, and you get angry. The second is that we become very strong to force others. So how can we express our requests clearly? Next, let's practice how to say what we really want. The core is the core demand plus the request. If we want others to help us willingly, we should remember to clearly tell them how they should help us when we ask them. So how can we make them agree to our requests happily? This requires respect and humility. For example, if you think a colleague is negative and you want to help him become better, how should you tell him? The first thing is to learn to focus on the core demands rather than the means or methods. You should speak louder, because the means and methods will cause the other party to be disgusted. Then please allow me to help and guide you, which is to focus on the core demands, and then use specific expressions instead of vague words. Don't say that you can come to me anytime if you feel tired, which is vague. We can have lunch together every Monday and Wednesday. This is specific, and only use positive words, not negative words, which is really depressing. Don't be so timid. This is a negative word. You can express your own ideas during the meeting, which is a positive word. Consider feasibility instead of just making some selfish demands. You are fully responsible for the executive meeting next week. This is your request, your selfish request. What is feasibility? Let you host our meeting next week. It is not that he is fully responsible, but you host it. Give him a feasible space to operate, and then end with a question sentence, leaving room for others to refuse, instead of forcing others to do things in an imperative way. For example, let's do it this way. This is an order. Do you think it's okay? This is a question sentence. In this way, while taking care of your core demands, you can make your request very clear, specific and feasible, and also consider the other party. So making a request is a common situation. The second is getting angry. First of all, you should know that being angry is understandable. Everybody gets angry. But do you know what is behind anger? Behind anger is helplessness. If you have a handle on something and you think you can handle it, then you will definitely not be angry. But if it is beyond your control, you start to feel fear and worry, and then you get angry. So it is understandable to get angry. We need to know the signal. What is the signal of emotion? It is the signal of your inner demands. The core method is to return to our core demands to solve the real problem of getting angry. There is a sentence that can help everyone who gets angry. What is the most important thing to me at this moment? If we can always think about what is the most important thing to me at this moment, we will have fewer chances to get angry. Okay, this is the second scene. The third scene is about apology. Apology is also a situation that is difficult to say, but we have to know that a sincere apology is a kind of detachment. Get away from what? Get away from that bad thing. Get away from that bad memory. Get away from that nightmare experience. So if you don't make a real apology, it will be difficult to draw a line with the past. Then let's apologize to the other party. The apology process will show you how to apologize. The first step is to describe the words and deeds that make you regret in an observational way. For example, when I was having dinner yesterday, I said something really rude to you, and I feel very regretful. The second step is, what impact did my words and deeds have on others? You should really hope that I can understand your position and mood at the time. I actually want to be more respectful to you. Sorry, I didn't do it. The third step is to share your inner thoughts and emotions. Thinking of that incident, I feel regretful and guilty. The fourth step is to express your intention to correct it or to ask for others' requests. I won't make such comments subconsciously again. In the future, I'll listen carefully and avoid random remarks. Sorry, please forgive me. This is my complete apology. When you face contradictions in communication, what should you do? For example, the first contradiction is rejection. Everyone will feel uncomfortable when they are rejected. Even a small rejection from a stranger will make you very uncomfortable. So how should we understand rejection? The author said that you should know that he is rejecting the thing, not you. The second contradiction is adjustment. Sometimes in life, conflicts need to be adjusted. Two employees quarrel, or two department managers quarrel, or two people at home quarrel. How can we mediate when we are in the middle? Well, people who don't know how to do it will pass the message. One sentence on the left, one sentence on the right, and then it becomes a matter of right and wrong. This is troublesome. Passing on the message will only worsen the situation. Empathy alone isn't enough to mediate conflicts. Mediation requires skills. What's the core of this skill? If you truly want to help them, you need to bring both together. Another challenge is expressing gratitude. The author made an interesting point, saying we all have the superpower to bring happiness to others. If we can express gratitude accurately, the other person will feel happy throughout the day or even throughout their life. I hope this book can help everyone. Thank you, and see you in the next book.